Hi, welcome into my permanent jewelry shop. It's nice to meet you, I'm Honey. You're hoping to get some permanent jewelry done today? Of course, makes sense. Do you know what kind you might want to get? You'd like to look at a little inspo first? I got you. So I've got a couple ideas here. We've got this nice ear one. This is called a hidden helix. We've also got this nostril to nostril bridge here, which is super cool. We've got some other options for the ears. This one links top to bottom with the chain. We've also got just the standard chain through your ear, and we could pick different lengths and sizes for that. And then I also have this one, which is kind of like from the middle of the ear, but on a hoop instead of a stud, and then connecting through this bottom hole here. Yeah, of course. I really like all of these. They're all very in style right now. These are some of our top sellers. Is there one of these that caught your eye at all? Well, I can give you a quick face examination and then give you my personal recommendation. Does that sound good? Alright, so I'm just going to... Is it right if I touch your face? My hands are clean. Okay. So I'm just going to look at your ear shape. Yeah, you have beautiful ears, by the way. And at your nose here, too. Love the shape of your nose. It's so pretty. Well, it's pretty hard for me to say. I think, honestly, you could kind of go with anyone you want, but if I had to give a personal recommendation, I would say the hidden helix. You do want to try that one? Alright, let's give it a go. So for your ear shape, I'm thinking we could kind of place it maybe right around here and here. And then if you want the charm too, I would hang about here. Does that look pretty good? Okay, awesome. So what we're gonna need to do after we look at some chain options is we can go ahead and give you the piercing in shop today. Yep, don't worry, it's totally safe. So after we get the piercing in, then we can go ahead and string the chain through, and then I'll go ahead and close it up and just seal it closed with a little drop of solder. I know it sounds a little intimidating, but we're going to get through this process together. So even though this is permanent jewelry, you can always have it removed at any time. You just need to come into the shop and we'll cut it off for you. So I've got some different chain options for you to look at. Got 6 different options here. We've got this beautiful silver up here. This one's really nice. It's kind of like a white silver. And then we've got this stainless steel right here. This is a really great and durable option too. And we've got this dark carbon color here. We've got a nice kind of bronze brass color here. And then of course we've got copper at the bottom and gold. Any of those colors speaking to you? You kind of like the silver? I think that would look so good with your skin. You kind of have a cool undertone that I think the silver would really complement. So we've got the chain that we want picked out. The other thing we can look at is putting on one of these charms. So I just have silver and gold. I assume you probably want silver to match with your chain. Alright, I'll get that one off for you. So here's what that charm is looking like. I think that's going to sit so beautifully in your ear. So we just need to pop this in a dish, and we're going to clean it off so that it doesn't cause any infection when we string it through your ear. And I'm going to need to measure out the chain. I'm just going to grab my measuring tape here. And if you could turn your head a little bit to the left. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to about how far we need. Get a little bit of the distance here. About 2 centimeters. Okay, so we need about 3 centimeters total. So I'm going to take our chain here and measure out about 3 centimeters. So right about there. And I'm just going to cut approximately. Better to have a little more than not enough. So I'm just going to snip and then pull it away just like that. I'm going to add this chain into our bowl right here. And also into the bowl, I'm just going to add a little bit of alcohol. Okay. Perfect. That's enough. And then I'm just going to pour that in just like that. And we'll let those soak over here. Before we get to the piercing, I do have a couple emotional support friends that you can pick from. So we've got this cute little koi squishmallow. We've got this fun squeezable fidget toy. And I have this hand-sized fidget toy with some buttons and dials and switches. Which of these would you prefer? You want the littlest one? I love this one too because it's so hand-sized. Here you go. Yeah, of course, just let me know if you want one of these two later. And now we can start getting your skin prepped, getting the area prepped, making some dots and marks. Alright, let's move on. So I'm just going to brush your hair out of the way so I don't get tangled in it. Just going to brush right behind your ear like this, and then I'm going to just take this and flip it in. Okay, so we've got your hair out of the way, and next I think what I'm going to do is give it a good cleaning. This isn't going to sanitize it, but it'll help get all the dirt and debris and oils off. Okay, so I'm going to take this cleaner. I'm just going to pump it on to my brush here, and I'm going to rub it in just right on your ear. I know you can hear all those bubbles. Alright, so we've got that cleaned off. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on some gloves. Pair right here. I'm going to carefully open. Just like that. I'm going to open this up. And put on glove number 1. And glove number 2. Alright, so now that my hands are clean, I'm going to take this alcohol swab here, and I'm just going to sanitize the area completely. Hold still, it might be just a little bit cold. Just scrubbing behind your ear, top here. Okay. Really good. Now that it's all clean, I'm going to take this sterile marker and I'm just going to mark about where we need to go. Okay. So we're going to do one dot right here and the other one probably right about here. Okay, good. We've got those on there. So the next step is to take out the needle. I know it looks a little bit intimidating, but it'll be over before you know it. So I'm just going to open that up. And pop it out. And I'm going to add a little bit of this sterile lubricant to help the needle pass through really quickly, alright? So I'll just rip it right here. And what I'm going to do is just take a little bit and squirt it onto your ear. Okay, you see that? Alright, so I'm just going to a little bit behind too. Alright, and I'm going to put a little bit on the needle as well. So I'm just going to take this. Alrighty, so we've got the needle ready. Now I'm going to take my piercing forceps and I'm just going to hold your ear steady, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great job. Not too bad, right? Alright, we're going to do the second one. And just give me a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Really, really good job. You did really amazing. I know it hurts a little bit, but I'm going to get it cleaned up really quick. So just taking this. Little piece of gauze here and some hurt-free wound cleaner. And just adding some of this. And I'm just going to wipe off all that lubricant that we got on there. Alright. Good job. Really, really good job. So now that we've got the piercing done, we can go ahead and move on to the next part, which is adding the chain. So I'm just going to go ahead and fish these out. Here's your silver chain all cleaned up. And that pretty silver charm that you picked out. So now I'm just going to thread this through and attach it. And just closing that up. Great job. Okay, there's only one more step. We just need to solder that last loop closed so that it's some permanent jewelry for you. And remember again, you can always come get it taken out. Just don't try to take it out at home, okay? Alright. So the last step is I'm going to add a little bit of soldering. So I'm just going to take my soldering gun here, get the solder lined up, and then just turn your head again. Okay, perfect. So it might be a little hot, but it shouldn't hurt at all. Let me know if it does. Okay. Just going to solder right here. Okay, really good job. So I'm just going to let that cool. Really, really good job. That looks so good. So I actually lied. There's one more step that I forgot about. I just need to file down any sharp edges so that it doesn't cut you at all. Okay. Awesome. You can go ahead and feel that. Does that feel smooth? No sharp edges? Okay, awesome possum. Alright, well, it looks like you're all done. So the care instructions are just going to be keep it really clean. You can wash it maybe twice a day with this here. I'll send it home with you. And just give it a really gentle but thorough scrub, okay? And if it starts looking infected, go to your doctor. But if you have any questions about it other than that, you can of course come back in and we'll take a look at it for you. Okay, well thanks so much for getting your jewelry done. You can go ahead and pay with the lady up front. And maybe we'll see you for some more piercing soon. Alright, you take care of yourself now. Here's that bottle for you. Alright. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.